Royal Rumble broadcast suddenly cuts to black. Liv Morgan's 2026 Women's Royal Rumble win was a mistake. Austin Theory is Bron Breakker's mystery attacker at the Rumble. The real reason why AJ Styles lost the career on the line match. The real El Grande Americano returns. Powerhouse Hobbs enters the 2026 Royal Rumble match. LA Knight returns at Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar's Royal Rumble elimination botched. Let's start off with Liv Morgan's 2026 Women's Royal Rumble win was a mistake. WWE Royal Rumble 2026 was a great night for Liv Morgan, as she emerged as the winner of this year's Women's Rumble match. The Judgment Day member didn't hesitate to eliminate Raquel Rodriguez from the match too. Fans are happy with Morgan's victory, as she will now face the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania 42. However, there are reasons why her Rumble victory was a mistake. Number 1, predictable ending. Even before Liv Morgan's official declaration in the traditional Rumble match, fans predicted her as the winner. The company dropped major hints, especially with tensions in the Judgment Day faction. So, Liv's victory in the Women's Royal Rumble match was a predictable ending. Usually, the Royal Rumble winners are unexpected. Number 2, WWE could have set up Raquel Rodriguez versus Liv Morgan without Rumble victory. After Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel Rodriguez and eventually won the Rumble match, it seems clear that WWE is heading towards a Raquel versus Morgan match at WrestleMania 42. Before this year's Showcase of Immortals, Raquel might dethrone Stephanie Brekker as the Women's World Champion and get the title before Mania. Already, Rodriguez assaulted Brekker on multiple occasions, which increased the chances of her becoming the new champion. So, if WWE had planned a Raquel versus Liv Morgan match, they could have easily set that up without giving Morgan a Rumble victory. This makes the Judgment Day members' victory a potential mistake. Number 3, Liv is already a well-established star. After joining the Judgment Day faction, Liv Morgan witnessed a skyrocket boost in her popularity. The 31-year-old star became one of the leading female stars on television and gained a massive fan base. Liv also had a great Women's World Champion reign on Monday Night Raw. All this shows that the Judgment Day member is already a well-established star in the Stamford-based promotion and doesn't need the Rumble victory. Instead, Triple H should have given victory to someone else to elevate more fresh faces in the women's division ahead of WrestleMania 42. Austin Theory is Bron Breakker's mystery attacker at WWE Royal Rumble 2026. The WWE Men's Royal Rumble 2026 match began with a surprise when a mystery man emerged and attacked Bron Breakker. The attack led to Breakker's immediate elimination from the Rumble match as Obafemi threw him off. Let's see who could be Bron Breakker's mystery attacker at the Royal Rumble PLE. Number 1, Austin Theory. Since Austin Theory's inclusion in the Vision, there were speculations that the A-Town Downstar was a mole in the alliance. Theory had a history with Seth Rollins as they worked together during the pandemic era. Previously, when a mystery man helped the Vision, Theory was disclosed as the real identity. Also, the former WWE US champion is using a curb stomp as his finisher, which the Rumble mystery man also used against Bron after his elimination. All this makes Theory a potential star behind the Royal Rumble mystery attacker. Number 2, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is currently on a hiatus from the Stamford-based promotion due to a real-life injury. However, the Visionary could be the mystery attacker at the Royal Rumble, as he still has unfinished business against the Paul Heyman alliance. It's crucial to note that Bron Breakker was the one who turned on Rollins first, so it makes complete sense if Seth cost him the traditional Rumble match. Later, Seth may disclose himself as the attacker when he recovers from the injury. Number 3, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is another name on the list. The Y2J is already rumored to make his WWE comeback soon. The reason Jericho can be the mystery attacker at Rumble is that this could be set up to have a big match against Bron Breakker at WrestleMania 42. WWE might stretch the storyline till Elimination Chamber 2026, where Chris might finally reveal himself as the attacker. Number 4, WWE star Logan Paul. During the kickoff WWE Royal Rumble event, Michael Cole asked Logan Paul whether he could sacrifice himself for Bron Breakker in the traditional Rumble match. The YouTuber gave no response to the question, which hinted at the breakup of the Vision. It's crucial to note that the Maverick was the one who pitched the idea of Bron winning the match with the help of the Vision. So, it's possible that Logan could be the mystery man who attacked Breakker to get an early elimination. The real reason why AJ Styles lost the career on the line match. Shockingly, AJ Styles lost his career on the line match against Gunther at WWE Royal Rumble 2026. The Phenomenal One delivered a banger performance, but the ring general managed to put him to sleep. Everyone in the arena was heartbroken with the outcome. Let's look at why Styles lost his career on the line match against Gunther in Saudi Arabia. One of the major reasons behind Styles' loss could be as leaving the Stamford-based promotion soon. Previously, we saw Bryan Danielson, formerly known as Daniel Bryan, losing a career match to Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Following that, he was banished from the Blue brand and left the company. Later, the former WWE star debuted in the All Elite Wrestling promotion and is still working with Tony Khan's company. So, it's likely that AJ Styles could be on his way to leave the sports entertainment juggernaut. Recently, the veteran star also trademarked the phenomenal AJ Styles and his standard P1 logo, which sparked speculations of his AEW debut. Gunther has already retired Goldberg and John Cena from the squared circle. Before this, the Ring General had a dominating world title and IC championship reign in the company. Recently, WWE gave Gunther a new nickname and started calling him the Career Killer. So, to promote the new gimmick, WWE might have booked Styles to lose in his match against the Ring General at Royal Rumble 2026. A victory over Styles will push the agenda of Gunther being a real threat to the legendary superstar's career. Another major reason for AJ Styles' loss at Royal Rumble 2026 could be that the Triple H creative team wants to put an end to the P1 WWE's career. Rumors have suggested Styles' potential exit from the company after the Saudi Arabia show, so the game might want to give his WWE journey a closure. With the career on the line match at the Saudi Arabia show, the King of the Kings might have brought an end to Styles' great journey in the Stamford-based promotion. This could be why he suffered a loss against the former Imperium leader. Now, only time will tell what's next for AJ Styles after losing to Gunther at Royal Rumble 2026 PLE. The real El Grande Americano returns. The original El Grande Americano returned at WWE Royal Rumble 2026 to confront his imposter. The two stars had an epic standoff during the men's Royal Rumble match today in Saudi Arabia. Chad Gable portrays the original El Grande Americano and has been out of action with an injury since last year. Gable hasn't competed in a match on WWE television since his loss to AJ Styles on the June 9, 2025 episode of Raw. Styles lost his retirement match to Gunther today at Royal Rumble 2026. Ludwig Kaiser took over the role of El Grande Americano following Chad Gable's injury and entered this year's men's Royal Rumble match. The original El Grande Americano returned as the following entrant in the match and squared off with his imposter. However, both versions of the character were quickly eliminated from the match. Chad Gable used to be the leader of American Made alongside Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree. However, he betrayed his former faction to align with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile to form American Made. Ivy Nile had a short stint in the Women's Royal Rumble match earlier tonight, won by Liv Morgan. It will be fascinating to see what WWE has planned for the rivalry between the two El Grande Americanos moving forward. Powerhouse Hobbs enters the 2026 Royal Rumble match. Powerhouse Hobbs, now known as Royce Keys, made his WWE debut by entering the 2026 Royal Rumble match. Hobbs began working with All Elite Wrestling in 2020. He is a former one-time TNT champion and a former one-time AEW World Trios champion. During his final months in AEW, Hobbs teamed up with Katsuyori Shibata and Samoa Joe as part of the Ops. The faction lost the World Trios Championship to Hangman Page and Jet Speed in a match that aired on tape delay on January 1st. Hobbs' contract with AEW expired on January 15th as he chose not to re-sign with the company. Hobbs debuted under his new name, Royce Keys. He entered the Men's Royal Rumble match at number 14 and immediately got into action against Damian Priest before eliminating the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Dutch Mantel spoke about WWE potentially changing Powerhouse Hobbs' name and admitted that he didn't understand why the company would have to repackage the former AEW superstar. Speaking on Storytime with Dutch Mantel, the veteran had the following to say, "I don't get it. I mean, if I hear the name now, I'll say, I don't know, because you always have your doubts. I thought Powerhouse Hobbs was an okay name, especially the Powerhouse. You could have anything as a last name, but Royce Keys, give him 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it'll fit him for some reason. I don't know why that is." Keys was eliminated by Bronson Reed after the Vision, including Austin Theory and Logan Paul, decided to gang up on the former AEW superstar. The Vision trio systematically got rid of him and multiple other superstars, but the 35-year-old had a good showing in his first WWE appearance. LA Knight returns at Royal Rumble. LA Knight finally made his much-awaited return to WWE programming at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. The megastar was out for nearly 2 months. The 43-year-old entered the match at number 21 and went after the Vision. Knight wasted no time and eliminated Austin Theory and Bronson Reed to leave Logan Paul as the only member of the heel faction in the ring after Bron Breakker suffered an early shock elimination. LA Knight further dented the Vision's plan when he combined with Cody Rhodes to eliminate Brock Lesnar, who came out to the ring with Paul Heyman by his side. The megastar had been feuding with the Vision before his brief absence from WWE programming. In his last match, the former WWE United States champion locked horns with Logan Paul. The Maverick won the bout after interference from his stablemates. However, things went from bad to worse for Knight as the members of the Vision brutally attacked him backstage. Most noticeably, Bronson Reed hit him with a tsunami on top of a car, forcing him out of action. Knight got his revenge at WWE Royal Rumble. Unfortunately, he was unable to go all the way, as Cody Rhodes eliminated him from the match. Brock Lesnar's Royal Rumble elimination botched. Brock Lesnar entered the 2026 Royal Rumble at number 22 and only lasted a few minutes. The former world champion was able to eliminate Obafemi, who had dominated the match to that point, before he was then taken out by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight. It appears that his elimination was actually botched, since the reactions from those around him show that it wasn't supposed to happen. Lesnar is seen on the floor, shaking his head, upset that he has been thrown to the outside when he could have hung on, whilst the referee to his right is seen speaking to someone, looking very confused. Eddie Orengo is then seen on the outside telling Jey Uso to get in the ring, since Uso was making his entrance and the crowd was focused on that instead of the ring. It's unclear if this was a spot that was planned and it was executed too early, or if there was more for Brock to do in the match. Jey Uso's entrance was over 2 minutes long, which meant that the next entrant came in the minute Brock had been eliminated, which was a lot of moving parts at the same time. It's likely that WWE didn't book it all to happen that way, but in real time, it's hard to imagine that the timing can be pushed together, and Brock Lesnar may not have seen Uso still making his way to the ring. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar has now been set up, but WWE has missed the chance to tease another showdown between Gunther and Lesnar, since the two men would be in the same match if he had hung on for a few more minutes since Gunther entered at 30. Royal Rumble broadcast suddenly cuts to black. There was a huge issue at the Royal Rumble, and Triple H is not going to be happy. The broadcast was even cut off, and the screen cut to black. The footage has now been replaced with a cutaway to the arena, rather than focusing on Drew McIntyre in the ring. However, another gap is still there when the screen cuts to black again moments later, just after Drew McIntyre handed the title belt to Charles Robinson. While it could be a broadcast error, it's not clear what happened there, or whether WWE cut off the broadcast for some particular reason. Either way, Triple H won't be happy, as the cut was very easily noticeable. This is not the first time the screen has cut to black in this way. Before, it was due to wardrobe mishaps, but that was not the case this time, as neither Sami nor Drew had any issues with their clothes. Fans have noticed it as well and called it out on social media. It was also just after the moment that McIntyre leaned in to kiss the title, but the referee, Charles Robinson, just would not let him. He pulled it away from him, and moments later, the screen cut to black. Triple H has not said anything about the issue yet. It's unlikely he'll issue a statement.